Israel's military says while there is concern about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, for now, there is no ceasefire. An IDF spokesperson condemned the release of the video showing one of the many hostages being held by Hamas. He called it psychological warfare out of the ISIS playbook. Joining me now, Yaakov Lappin, military correspondent for the Jewish News Syndicate. Thank you for your time, and I just want to let people know, and you as well, that we are expecting Secretary of State Antony Blinken to provide some remarks here within the hour. If I have to interrupt you, we'll be going to that, but we'll come back to you. Thank you again for your time. I want to start with the high-ranking Hamas operatives that have been targeted and killed by Israeli Defense Forces since the surprise attack on October 7th. Who are they?
There's a whole range of operatives that the Israeli Defense Forces, together with intelligence agencies, are targeting. And they include people in the field who were in charge of overseeing this mass murder assault on October the 7th on southern Israeli communities, commanders and controllers, and people above them as well, people in Hamas's military wing, senior officers. And also we're seeing the systematic targeting of Hamas's political regime, which is not really separate from the terrorist army that Hamas has built in Gaza over these years, but no clear separation. And really anybody who is affiliated with the Hamas regime in the Gaza Strip is being targeted by the IDF during this time.
How does eliminating these Hamas members impact the terrorist group's ability to respond to the invasion that's forthcoming?
Well, look, the more that senior field commanders in Hamas are eliminated, the harder it's going to be for Hamas to respond. But just to be clear, Hamas has been built as a decentralized terrorist army. And I'm using that term because, of course, we've seen them commit mass murder deliberately against civilians. But they're also an army in the sense that they have the ability to gather intelligence, to deploy firepower, and to prepare for the IDF's coming offensive, and that includes the ability to fight from bunkers and tunnels, from residential buildings, which they've used to set up command and control and firing positions, and really just embedding themselves across the entire civilian area of the Gazan Strip. So they're able to fight even when their commanders, when their structures are decapitated. They're built to continue to fight until the last cell is out there in the ruins of Gaza.
Israel has warned citizens, telling them to evacuate to the south. We've seen this. Hamas is preventing people from leaving. Can you talk more about the complexities of trying to get those out who so desire to leave?
Yeah, it's very difficult when the ruling regime of the Gaza Strip is making every effort to try and stop the evacuation of Gazan civilians from north, as the IDF is instructing them to move south the Wadi Gaza River, where they will be safe from the strikes that the Israeli Air Force is landing on Hamas's targets. But we're seeing hundreds of thousands of Gazans disregard Hamas's call for them to stay put. Hamas wants to keep these people as human shields. Its entire battle doctrine is based on human shielding, surrounding its military targets with civilians to make it so much harder for the Israeli military to operate. But we're seeing mass disregard for this Hamas call, and that is a vote of no confidence by Gazans in the regime that has so terribly used them as human shields. So I think that many people will be heeding this call by Israel to move south, and unfortunately those that don't will be in a high degree of risk moving forward.
And for those who do heed the call, head south, they encounter the Rafah border crossing, which at this point still remains closed. Any update on that situation and a possible ceasefire to get aid in and people out?
Well, I'm not seeing any signals of a ceasefire, but I think it's also worth, asking why is Egypt keeping this border crossing so firmly closed? And I think the reason for that is because of the fear by the Egyptian government, by the El-Sisi government, of Islamist agents and terrorists affiliated to Hamas infiltrating the Sinai Peninsula in Egyptian territory. It's important to point out that as far as the Egyptian government is concerned, Islamists like Hamas are the enemy. In fact, they've spent years battling the Muslim Brotherhood, which is an affiliate of Hamas in Egypt itself. And I think that fear of internal destabilization, letting in these radical forces, and their inability to distinguish between civilians and Islamists is really what's behind their refusal to open that border, which of course has tragic consequences for the civilians in question.
Yeah, incredibly dynamic situation on all fronts. Yaakov Lappin, thank you for your perspective.
Sure.
Coming up, Israel announcing that they have now killed the head of Hamas's general intelligence. I'll be speaking with a representative from the Israeli Defense Forces for the latest on this, as well as the potential looming ground front. Back in a minute. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.